doing something a little different. Normally you will see me at the pottery studio, but I'm not at the pottery studio right now, obviously. Um, but I wanted to talk really quickly about, well, a couple things. There's been a lot going on with me lately. I won't get into the gory details here on this platform. That's not for this. But I wanted to talk briefly about two things: creativity and confidence. For years now, I have been, a creative individual, um, but I struggle with creativity and confidence like in tandem. I don't know if this is just me, but it might be other people out there who are artsy, who frequently struggle with, um, I don't know, like confidence with regards to displaying your work or telling people about what you do, even sometimes selling your work, um, and making money from your crafts and handiwork. I've struggled with that for a long time. Um, but I wanted to talk really briefly about it tonight because, well, first things first, if you saw my video that I just posted called Case of the Mondays, you will see that yesterday I also do improvisational comedy, and yesterday was the day before, it was our last session somewhat. And even though it was our last session before our show, which is scheduled for next week, um, for whatever reason, this time I just found that I could not necessarily get into, um, I couldn't get into the improv this time. I don't know if it was me. I don't know if it's whatever. I don't know if it's the other stuff that's going on in my life, or I don't know if it's um, the day of the week, the fact that it's on a Monday. I'm not sure, or I don't know. It might even just be because the other people that were in the class, um, they kind of know one another, and I was like the oddball out. Well, there were a couple of us that were like oddballs out that weren't, you know, that weren't in the same classes together. But at any rate, um, let me get to the point. So I wanted to talk real brief about creativity and confidence. But if you saw my video, Case of the Mondays, yesterday I was having issues where I just did not feel like going to improv yesterday. I don't know. I wasn't feeling it. Like I said, there's been a lot of different things going on with me, but I was not feeling like going to improv. Hello, talking real briefly about creativity and confidence tonight. Normally I'm at the studio, but I just felt the need to dialogue about this because I struggle with confidence as it relates to my creativity. So that's what we're talking about tonight, real brief. And I'm explaining that of my video Case of the Mondays that I just posted yesterday. I was not feeling like going to improv. And instead of going to improv in a space where I do not necessarily always feel celebrated, but I feel tolerated in that environment because for whatever reason, the group cohesion just was not there with this particular class that I was in this time. So, at any rate, I just did not feel like going there, even though I have a show scheduled for next week. I was not feeling like going to improvisation yesterday. So, instead of going to improv in a space where I currently feel like I'm tolerated, I decided instead that I would go to a place where I am celebrated and where I feel most confident right now. Right now, I feel really confident in the pottery studio, and all of this is related because oftentimes as a creative person there's this struggle between wanting to be artsy, wanting to create, wanting to make, but there is a disconnect at times with creating wanting to create and actually the business of being creative. Um, so it kind of this kind of ties into confidence because one of the issues that I've always had is um, I I don't like selling. Okay. And because I don't like the concept of selling, I oftentimes, even though I might be involved in things or I may want to market my wares, since I am not a saleswoman, it is often challenging to marry the two, the creative aspect, the confidence aspect, and the marketing aspect all into one. So, how this ties into what's going on. So I actually have a pottery sale that is going to be this weekend. And once again, with the creativity, confidence, and marketing, I have not been very good at marketing this particular pottery show that I'm going to be participating in. It's a rather small show. I'm a member at a community art studio, and what am I lost my train of thought because I normally don't talk during videos. But hello everyone. But I have a pottery sale that's this weekend, and I am excited about it because I just feel most confident in that space right now, like the pottery space, the creative arts space. I actually went to school for art therapy. It's a degree that I underutilize heavily, but at any rate, I just wanted to talk about going where your confidence lives because I think that's so important for a lot of people at this time. Going in the spaces where you feel most confident. It's really difficult to get up, get ready for your day, activity, whatever it has, or whatever it is that you have going on, and to go in a space where you are not celebrated, like, or where you just don't feel your best or you don't feel yourself. So it's important to be in spaces where you feel most confident. And yesterday, in my case of the Mondays video, I just was not feeling confident or comfortable in the improv space. So instead of going to that space, I decided that no, I didn't want to do that. Even though we have a show next week, I don't know if I'm going to participate in the improv show next week. We'll see. But instead of doing that, I wanted to go where I felt most supported, where I felt comfortable, where I felt inspired, and where my creativity can expand. I'm not saying that improv is not that space for me right now. I have in the past felt that way about improv, but this particular go round, that wasn't the creative space for me. In the coming weeks, I probably will post a few audio, they're not podcasts, but like a few audio videos. Am I saying it right? Audio visuals. I don't know what I'm saying, but there have been times where I felt funny, where I felt like my comedy was understood. Improv is not necessarily a space where there's a lot of diversity at times, and I know diversity is a bad word now, apparently, but I'm still going to use the word diversity. But it's a rather homogenous space at times, and I find that I enjoy and I feel my most confident in spaces where there is a plethora of different people. I do not do homogenous environments. I never have, probably never will, because I just think that there's beauty in diversity. I think that there's something that could be, taken from from everyone from different walks of life. So, at any rate, back to creativity and confidence. But anyway, I have a show, a pottery show that's upcoming this weekend. I probably will post this flyer on my thing. And oh my gosh, I forgot. Everything is backwards whenever I forget that everything is backwards. So, oh, everything is going to be backwards. Okay, but anyway, um I have have a holiday market that I'm participating in at a pottery studio that I'm a community art member at. It's going to be on Saturday and Sunday, December 6th and 7th. And the reason I'm sharing this is because I'm keeping in line with confidence and creativity. Normally I don't share things like this, but I figured since I'm going to be participating in this and I would like to sell out of my items, I figured let me just talk about it. There is going to be an opening reception on December 6th from 5 to 8 p.m. What I will do is I will also post in the community tab. But I just wanted to show a couple of different things that I have been working on that are finished pieces at this juncture, that I have that are ready for the pottery sale. Um, a few pieces that I'm really excited about are these little bowls that I've made. These will be on sale on this weekend at the pottery sale. They're little bowls. Let's see. I don't know. It's hard to talk about my work. I normally don't do videos of this format. So hello. So it's different for me to talk about my work in this way. Normally, I kind of just sit everything out there and say, yes, this is my work. Oh, I'm doing well, and you? How are you this evening? I was talking about creativity and confidence. I'm pretty much done talking about that right now, and I'm not done talking about it. How do I say? I am being confident about my creativity and sharing the fact that I'm going to have a pottery sale this weekend, which is something that I normally don't do because I don't like selling and I don't like being sold to either. Um, but yes, these are some bowls that I've made. You may have seen me make these on the camera. Did I make these on camera? I don't know. But anyway, they're mini bowls that I made. He recognized me. You mean she? Hello. I'm talking briefly about creativity and confidence tonight. Um, Earlier, I was sharing that um, that my video that I just posted called Case of the Mondays, I really was not feeling the improv space yesterday because for whatever reason, I just haven't been able to get into that class this season or this go round. Oh, thank you for that compliment, Muhammad. Um, so instead of being in a space where I'm tolerated, I decided yesterday that I would go in a space where I'm celebrated, and which is the pottery studio right now. So I was talking about creativity and confidence and about how sometimes it's just better to be in a space where you're confident versus being in a space where you are mildly celebrated or given mid energy. So just showing a few of my pieces that are going to be on sale this weekend. Okay, so these are some bowls. And again, normally I don't do this, but I'm just doing something different today. But this is a little, mm, this is a little vessel. I'm not used to talking about my work on camera. I'm actually not used to really talking on camera either. So I'm sharing a few of my pieces that are going to be on sale this weekend at the Pottery Show. I'm going to post in the community tab of my page. That way, if people are local and they want to come out to the opening reception, I mean, you can come at any time to the sale, but I'm kind of really only going to be there during the opening reception because there's going to be food and wine. So food, snacks, and wine. So that's the best time to come whenever there's food, snacks, and wine. Can't guarantee that any of the pieces are still going to be there. I'm hoping to sell out, and things are going to be priced accordingly to move because I don't want to leave the studio with any of my pieces. So this is a vessel that I made. I really like the glaze job on this. It's kind of like a denim type texture, or not texture, um, glaze look. I'm not used to talking about pottery on camera. But one thing that I really do enjoy making is these little garlic ginger presses. I really enjoy making these. If you've been following my channel, you may have seen me make these on camera. Um, but yes, I have a few of these that are going to be on sale this weekend at my pottery sale. just showing a few different things. Normally, I don't do videos like this. Normally, I'm at the studio, but I'm not today. Mm, I don't know what you're saying. Anywho, one of my favorite pieces right now, or is this. I made 3 sets of these. This is with red B mix clay that I made. This plate and cup set, or cup or teacup and saucer rather. So I'm very excited that this will be on sale this weekend at the pottery sale. Hello. To anybody who's tuning in, I was talking about creativity, real brief. I was talking about creativity and confidence, um, because I struggle with confidence about my creative work. So, no, this is not quite advertisement. This is more so being confident about the fact that I'm creative, and the fact that I have a pottery sale this weekend. So I wanted to share information about that. But I really like this. This is one of my favorite pieces. This will be on sale this weekend. So that's one thing. And another thing that is really my favorite thing, that's going to be on sale this weekend is my teapot. I made a teapot. If you guys have been tuning into my channel, you will see that one day I started making a teapot. It took like 8 hours for me to make this teapot. Not this particular teapot, but my first teapot that I actually made. This is the second teapot. But the first teapot that I made, it took me like 8 hours to make the teapot, right? And I had just finished this teapot, not this one, but I just finished the teapot. You'll see it in the video if you follow my channel. But I just finished the teapot, and then the teapot fell on the damn floor. Can you imagine? It took 8 hours to make that teapot, and then it fell on the floor once I was done with it. I was so hurt. I was so hurt. But this is the second teapot that I made. So I'm very excited about this piece. If you like what it looks like, give me a thumbs up. It's a very beautiful pink. Um, I really love how it came out. It's literally a functional teapot, guys. Like, it has a top and it actually pours. So I'm excited. And not only is it a teapot, but I have 2 little cups that match. But I'm very excited about this item that I have for sale. Every sale that I do, I have what's called vessels of liberation. And, I'll probably do a separate video and explain more about what my vessels of liberation are. But this is actually, oh, okay. Um, but this is actually, this set is actually one of my vessels of liberation this time. So if you are curious about what that is, ask me in the comments, or maybe I'll do a separate video about that. But this is probably my favorite piece, that's going to be on sale this weekend at the pottery sale. Um, let's see. But yeah, I just wanted to share those different things. Let's see. Well, in this video, I don't have to share the. Mm, well, if you're in the Michigan area, it's going to be at Still Life Ceramic Studio on December 6th and 7th. I know this is backwards. Don't come for me in the comments. It is backwards right now, but this is basically what the flyer looks like. Maybe you could take a screenshot of this and then flip it around, and then you will see the information for the show. Um, but it's a member holiday market at Still Life Studio in Ferndale, Michigan. Take a screenshot, flip it around. I'm going to be there during the reception. So if you want to meet me, the artist, you can meet me at that time. I will have a table of my wares, be selling my pottery. I don't know if I want to sell my book too. I might be selling my old pottery, not old pottery. I might be selling my old poetry book that I made years ago. I think I made it like over 10 years ago. I don't know if I'm going to sell that. I might. I don't have WhatsApp. I don't do WhatsApp, so no. Um and I don't share my personals online either. No. No, no. Anywho, but yeah, I just wanted to, do something different today and talk about creativity and confidence. Um, I don't know. Thanks for hanging out with me this evening as I talked about creativity and confidence. Thanks for checking out my work. Thank you for subscribing if you're subscribed to my channel. If you're a new visitor, thank you for checking me out. If you like what I'm talking about creativity and confidence, let me know in the comments. I'm still trying to figure out my YouTube style. I'm not really sure about it yet. Like, because again, I normally don't talk on my videos. Um, so this is something new and different for me. I normally don't talk. But anyway, I'm getting ready to get off of here. It's late and I gotta go to work tomorrow. So thanks for tuning in. I will post in my community tab if you're local and interested in checking out the pottery sale. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Good night and good morning or good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Bye.